Okay, let's do this. So, hey everyone, Rohan Dhawan here, founder of Uability, and back with another customer interview with Dhananjay. And we were just discussing this before. We did this interview exactly around 10 months ago. But since then, there have been a lot of changes inside of Dhananjay's business and inside of Dhananjay's personal life as well. So, we are going to discuss about that inside of this video. And Dhananjay, if you can just tell everyone what has happened within those last 10 months, then that'll be very helpful.
Okay, sure. I would like to tell all of the listeners. Basically, let me introduce myself. I am Dhananjay Kalyankar. Basically, I am from Maharashtra, Pune, and I am into digital coaching. Okay. Basically, I help small business owner about social media marketing. I help them how they can do social media marketing, how they can grow their business. So basically, I help them. Initially, I didn't have any idea. So like I came into coaching industry accidentally. I joined this course for digital marketing services. Then I got some client. I provide them services. Then I come to know that there is a huge gap that people should know all about this social media stuff. Then I came into the coaching industry in the last April, I guess in the March in the last year, and like it's been 10 months and I'm doing this, and around like 1500 courses I have sold. My tickets, average ticket size is around 1000 rupees. And when people used to sell for triple nine, I used to sell for 2000 rupees. Then people used to sell for 2000 rupees, then I used to sell for 5000 rupees. Now people are selling for 5000, and next month I'm going to price tag 20,000 USD. And I am doing this just because of that instinct. And I got this from this course.
Amazing. So, Dhananjay, just like how we were talking before you started working with us and before you started this entire process, what were the problems that you were facing earlier? What was like really stopping you from becoming a successful coach before? What were the areas where you were lacking before working with Uability?
Yeah, basically, I was lucky that some mindset because I used to think 2000 rupees is a very big amount. Like 5000 rupees is a very big amount. People will not pay me 5000 rupees. People will not pay me 2000 rupees. And a lot of people were selling courses for triple seven, 499, 599. And that time, 2000 rupees I was selling. So a lot of people suggested you are selling at very high price and all these things. But when I come to your like connection with your program, I realize that like there are people who is having current situation. They want to go to the desired situation. We just have to fill that gap, and if you fill that gap, definitely we can charge the amount. Then I like my mindset was I am teaching you, that's why you are paying. Then I realized we get a lot of money when we solve the burden problem. And I got that mindset from the course. And then I realized let's solve the problem, they charge for money. A lot of people then my coaching client come into my service client as well. So like this is how like a lot of change, what I say, lot of change taken place in my mindset.
Amazing. So you were telling me earlier that your confidence actually changed a lot as well because earlier, if I actually have to recall the video we did before, like you look like a completely different person. It's a complete transformation, what I can say for sure. And what I want to know is how did this happen? Like what happened during this process? How did you gain this confidence? How did you transform yourself into becoming this new
Yeah,
individual?
yeah. Like I just one in our community portal, I just put a message that Rohan, like I'm a selling courses for 2000, 3000 rupees, and I want to increase my price. And but I have a fear that if I increase my price, my people will not buy course from me. Then you like write once, like you just in a comment box, you just share answer that let us suppose a tea is there, and the tea is for 100 rupees, and if you think that 100 rupees is very expensive, you should not do that.
Hmm.
So like that stuff, like when we see that a lot of people are having tea and coffee for 10 rupees, 15 rupees, and when we go to the Starbucks, people are having tea coffee for 450 rupees, 700 rupees as well. So like people are there, we just have to solve the problem, and a lot of things are there. Like when I started, I used to think that whole world is my market. Like I should know, I will go to that guy, I will approach that guy, I will tell them I'm going to, I provide this service, please give me, take my service and like that stuff. Then I realized the whole world is not market. There should be a niche market. You should target a particular segment. Then, because I know English, I know Hindi, I can do a webinar in English language as well. I can do a webinar in the Hindi language as well. But I realized, let's start with the Marathi language. This is my niche. And in Marathi people, I am not going to teach all entrepreneurs. My niche is I will provide social media marketing services. Those are earning 10,000 rupees per month, 1 lakh rupees per month. This is my niche, and I openly talk in my webinar. My program is for those people who is earning 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees per month. Those are earning more than that. You can easily hire anybody for your social media stuff. And this is how I got to know.
So Dhananjay, a lot of people who join the program, right? They usually ask me, Rohan, should I skip week number one of the program? You know, do I really have to fill those documents and do all that? What are your thoughts about that? Do you think that week
In
one
my
is important?
opinion, like if you complete the week number one, there is no need to do a MBA. This is my statement. If you complete the week number one, there is no need to do MBA. Like all these things, like I have followed a lot of courses. Like whatever you put in that, it is a crux of the MBA. Like what is business model, what is MVP, what is value proposition, what is like pilot model, what is niche clarity, what is offer development, what is message hypothesis. You put it very like in the good manner, and if we follow that definitely, and I think nobody should like miss that big number one. Like a lot of people think like I will directly run an ad. Like this is a base, because if you don't have a strong base, you cannot move like go forward, like go long. So I
Right.
think big number is very important.
Got
I
it.
learned like I watch again and again, like what is niche. Then I come to know micro niche. Like I used to teach, I used to think that I will provide my digital marketing service to a dentist. Then I realized selling service to dentist is aren't be a niche. Your niche should be like I provide services dentist in India. I know that can't be niche. In a Mumbai, in a like in the Andheri 5 kilometer area, and those who have started their dentist business, this can be your micro niche. Then I realized, and then I got to know that and just started implementing in my own business, and I got this.
Right, got it. And Dhananjay, the webinar you were talking about where you got 20 sales, was that your first webinar that you did ever?
Yeah, that was my first webinar actually, and
Amazing.
I got that confidence because of the course. Because what thing is what the matter is, like people want to sell high ticket product, but they don't want to invest in high ticket products. That's the reality. But what I think कि आपको अगर हाई टिकट प्रोग्राम लेने में उतना प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप कैसे बेचोगे? इट्स अ माइंडसेट गेम, इट्स अ कंप्लीटली माइंडसेट गेम. If
Hmm.
you want to sell high ticket, at least you have to invest somewhere. So it's
Right,
a law of attraction.
right.
So then I realized, like I bought a courses like hybrid program I bought. Then I can easily tell people I have bought these courses, I have that mindset. You also do that. People will resonate with me, and definitely they will buy from me.
Amazing. So, just so that everybody is clear, Dhananjay himself invests regularly in his education, and it's not like he learned all this information from YouTube videos or something. He actually invested in himself, and as a result of the knowledge that he attained so far, he has been able to accomplish the results. So, Dhananjay, just to this point, considering that you have invested and taken so many courses, right? And I remember as well before you joined Uability, you had taken some other courses as well. So what made you join me despite you having been part of those other courses in the past?
Yeah, exactly. So like I bought a many courses, but one thing I didn't like about those courses is that they have a very small price at the beginning. Like they used to sell for 5,000, 10,000 at the beginning. Now when I like go to their community, then they have like upsells. Like they have a product for 50,000, they have 1 lakh, 2 lakh. So basically, if you want to learn from all these things from them, you have to pay at least 2 3 lakh rupees. So like I don't like that stuff. Like I think like you charge one time and whatever want. Like if you want 1 lakh, like ask me you want like 1 lakh, I will give 1 lakh rupees. But like you give us full support. Like like whatever and only support I want, I got it from your course. Like that's the thing I like from your course.
Right. So basically, that consistent support you were looking for, and that was something that was lacking in other courses that you took, and that's why you decided to partner with us, right? And started working with us, right? Dhananjay, before you hosted this webinar of yours, how was your initial journey with Uability, right? Because initially, when I gave you access to the program and the whole journey started, this whole niche selection and sales script and VSL, this must have been a little bit complicated. So, how did it first start, and how did you then transition into specifically going for Marathi speaking people? How did that happen? ये कैसे हुआ?
Basically, like when I joined the program, like I got a recording access. I used to watch all videos again and again. I used to think, let's do this niche, then let's do this niche. Then, like what I like is there is one sheet called passion identifier sheet. So, like passion identification sheet I like the most. Then I realized my passion is into this field. So let's do like in the coaching industry. So let's do social media marketing because I know Facebook ads.
Hmm.
बट अभी मुझे बाकी ब्रांडिंग का थोड़ा पता चला है सेलिंग का भी आता है थोड़ा बहुत तो लाइक आई टीच पीपल अबाउट ऑल दिस थिंग्स so like change I got is like my foundation like is become very strong. Like before that when I started anything I used to had a lot of fear like what will happen if I do it do this what will happen if something went wrong like that's the thing used to come into my mind and when I joined this program I got a clear I want to do these things the first thing I have to clear my niche then value proposition, then that business model, problem hypothesis, offer hypothesis, matches hypothesis, all these things I just write it on the page. And my clear picture was there. I have to do this thing and I am doing that thing only and one thing at a time. So that's the thing change completely after joining.
Right. Makes sense, absolutely. So then eventually, and just so that everyone is clear, Dhananjay was working with social media marketing clients initially, and it's not like he just paused. So this whole niche selection, a lot of people think that you just have to select it once and then it'll be done for life. But that is not the case. It's a consistent process where you have to keep changing and keep learning from the market. So, but the thing is, while you were going through this process, Dhananjay, you were still signing clients for social media marketing as well for 50,000 rupees and stuff like that. So, you were still progressing, and then you discovered that, okay, I should probably use my passion and go into coaching and exclusively target Marathi speaking people. And then you hosted your first webinar, right? So, when you hosted your webinar, Dhananjay, how did you get traffic to that webinar? Like, how did you attract people towards registering for that webinar?
Basically, like I created a landing page, like with the help of my friend. Landing page I created. Then I like put a pixel on that. I put a base code. Then I put a event code, and I just run a conversion campaign with event code as a lead. And like people used to come to my landing page. They used to click on the submit form. Then they used to go to thank you page. And thank you page के बाद वो WhatsApp पे आते थे. एंड देन मैं उनको लिंक शेयर करता था और दे वेबिनार पे आते थे एंड दैट टाइम शो अप रेट वाज वेरी हाई बिकॉज लॉकडाउन था और सारे लोग घर पे थे सो लाइक वो मतलब इन दिस वे लाइक आई गॉट माय लाइक फर्स्ट 22 सेल इन माय फर्स्ट वेबिनार आई डिड डायरेक्टली पेड traffic like I knew about organic as well but like I had some money so I did a paid traffic.
Right, fair enough. And the reason, just another point that I want to, share with everybody. The reason why Dhananjay had money because he had done organic before to save money for these ad campaigns. He didn't he didn't directly spend money on ads because that is a big mistake that a lot of people do. First thing first, if you're just starting out as an entrepreneur, you have to build that cash reserves like Dhananjay did by approaching clients using earn traffic and organic strategies that we show inside of our program. And then he went on and started launching the ads. So amazing, Dhananjay. So when those people signed up, when 20 people actually paid you money, then what happened? What was next?
Then I realized the potential of coaching industry, and I come to know that people is having problem. They want to know about Facebook ad, they want online customer. And then I started doing webinars. I used to get a lot of traffic, and people used to come to my WhatsApp. I used to send them email, and like I did a webinar, and like, I got a lot of clients.
Right.
But it was like in the 10 months. But right now I have completely shifted to the VSL funnel.
Hmm.
So basically, for that program, I am charging 25,000 plus GST. So
Hmm.
that is my basic price.
Hmm.
And I got two clients. Like I haven't started the program yet. I'm going to start in the next month. But my like initially two clients like closed. Like they told me, sir, we are going to join in the next month. So like this is how things are happening nowadays.
Right. Amazing. So, Dhananjay, when you were signing these clients, how were you delivering to them? Did you have your own portal course, or how were you delivering to them?
Basically, like I have a account on teachable.com. Like I bought their basic plan,
Hmm.
and like I like put their courses on that. I used to give them my access, and they watch it. Teachable is a good platform. Like I haven't got any query since last 10 months. So I did all these things. Like I did first done for you, then group coaching, and now online courses. Like what you taught in the course done for you. I did a group coaching. Then I have shifted into online course. So this is how like I did.
So that is a very important point that I want everybody to really understand. Dhananjay didn't just start by launching courses. This is a big mistake that people make because they don't know anything about marketing or about what they are teaching, and they just launch an online course without knowing what's going to happen. But Dhananjay actually followed a step by step formula. He first actually gave services to their clients, he actually helped them get results. Then the second step is he actually was doing group coaching by getting them on a call, just like how we are having, and coaching them. And then the third step was he actually transitioned to online coaching. So congratulations, Dhananjay. I think like I can say that you really implemented whatever I taught very
Yeah, yeah.
correctly and to the point, and I think that's the reason. So Dhananjay, can you talk about how much were you making before you joined Uability, like months ago, and how much have you made in this 10?
That was a very like emotional story, I can say. Like basically, let me tell you about my background. Like basically, I'm an engineer by education. I have done my MTech from Pune University, and like I did a job as well for 6 months. Like it's not that I didn't got job, I got a job. But like I didn't like that stuff, like 9 to 5. I didn't like the amount of money. And I come to know that when I joined your like the pre-record webinar, you tell one thing that like the job which you are doing for whole month, they are paying you 30-40 thousand, but in digital marketing you can charge 30-40 thousand from a single client. And that's why I bought your course. And right now I have some 30-40 thousand rupees per month client. But that time it was a very like bad thing. Like I used to approach, I used to put on Facebook group, like I provide this service. Then people used to tell me, please come and meet us. And I used to live in a Pune Katraj area, and my client was in the Chakan. It is around 50-60 kilometers from Katraj. I used to go to my second hand bike 60 kilometers long, and when I used to reach them, like they tell us like you seem like young, and like we will pay you 2,000 rupees. You spend 1,500 rupees on that and take 500 rupees as your service charge. And this is how I come to know. And people like I was feeling like I'm like begging, like give me service, like give me job, like give me service, like I will provide you service. But like I used to go to people, they used to tell me, like when I realized that when you go to the client, your value reduces by half at that instant. When you do consultative selling, when client approaches to you, you can professionally charge whatever you want. And then like it was a very bad story. Like why like I joined a lot of programs, but I didn't got a lot of value. And basically, like there was not value. Like people consultant, they never used to give with me like what we can say like. मतलब वो अपनी वैल्यू नहीं करते लोग कि सर्विस तो सब लोग करते हैं, लाइक 10,000 लो, 5,000 लो, 2,000 लो, मतलब वो जो आपने वीडियो में ये सब मंडे तो दैट आई रियलाइज, तो बाद में तो चेंज हुआ सारा। नाउ पीपल हम लोग आते हैं, अभी कुछ सक्सेस स्टोरीज भी है। लाइक लास्ट मैंने यूट्यूब पे अपलोड किया है कि लाइक वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट, I taught teach them in the August or July or August, and he run all grades, and he got around 250 students for his scholarship exam, fifth standard scholarship. The exam was there, and he got 250 students with social media marketing, and one student price was 20,000 rupees.
Hmm. Wow.
So he created 50 lakh rupees of revenue. I have a video on my Facebook profile as well. So then people, मतलब लोग आते हैं कि आपका रिजल्ट अच्छा है, हमको सर्विस दो, मतलब एक बार वैल्यू आ जाए तो लोग आ जाते हैं वही।
Right, exactly. So, like, it's a very emotional story, brother. Like, considering where you actually came from, and your hard work has clearly shown us where you are now, right? So, congratulations on doing that.
Thank you.
So, if you had to put it in numbers term, Dhananjay, how much were you doing before? What was the situation like, and how much are you doing now in these 10 months
Basically, I am
period of
not good
time?
at like a personal finance managing. Like I never check what money I am making, but I used to check how much sale I got per webinar. But what happened in the last week, I just messaged you as well. One of my friend is there. He's a CA. He tell me, Dhananjay, just give me your all transaction details. Like we have to do a taxation and all these things. So I just go to onlinesbi.com. I put all account statement, and there were around 187 pages, and when we calculated that, this comes around 50 lakh rupees. So I realized that I did a 40 lakh transaction in the last 6 months.
Wow,
So
40 lakh
it's
rupees.
say around 10-15 lakh is spent on ads, and remaining 25 lakh I got profit on all these things.
Wow. So just so that I got this clear, you made 40 lakh rupees in 10 months and spent around 10 lakh rupees on Facebook
Yeah,
ads.
10 lakh rupees on ads.
That's a 4x return. So congratulations, Dhananjay. Like 400% return. How are you feeling?
Yeah, like I'm feeling like well, like the thing is like my confidence has been boosted, like, and now I think like I can charge people, I have quality, I can provide a service.
Right.
मुझे एक समझ में आया कि लाइक अगर आपके पास क्वालिटी है तो आपका प्राइस मत कम करो। लाइक
Hmm.
अगर किसी को लेना है तो लेंगे, नहीं लेना है तो नहीं लेंगे।
Hmm.
लाइक द थिंग यू डू,
Hmm.
आपका प्राइस पहले 35 था, यू डिड 70,000, बिकॉज यू नो यू हैव अ पोटेंशियल, यू हैव अ वैल्यू, राइट? सो
Hmm.
लोग आएंगे, कम टाइम लगेगा बट पीपल विल कम।
Hmm.
तो तो अच्छा लगता
Right.
है कि लोग आते हैं लाइक आस्क फॉर सर्विस। पहले मैं लोगों के पास जाता था, लोग अभी मेरे पास आते हैं।
Hmm.
सो लाइक हमने बहुत नहीं किया, रेंट पे किया है ऑफिस कातरक में, पुणे में। तो वहाँ पे लोग आते हैं, बात करते हैं, तो अच्छा लगता है, मतलब लाइक आई लाइक दैट।
Amazing, brother. That's really good to know. And Dhananjay, I'm really curious कि rather than picking that model which you were telling me about कि रोहन किसी को लाते हैं और upsell करते हैं वैसे करते हैं, rather than doing that, why did you decide to go with this premium model instead? I'm gonna charge upfront. This is my fee, and this is what my worth is. Why did you go with that instead of doing that upsell and funnels and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
basically what happened is like I like that upsell model, like a lot of people think that whatever like I will tell you, like in the like August September, like I did a webinar for 100 rupees, like people used to do it na, 99 rupees, 100 rupees, they used to charge a small ticket size and people used to come to webinar. When I put a 100 rupees price, people used to come to my webinar. I used to tell them like a overall look. I never taught them about paid ads. I teach them this is how it works, this is how traffic works.
Hmm.
मैं उनको 10-12 सिस्टम बताता था, एंड लास्ट में बोलता था मेरा एक कोर्स से ले ले।
Hmm.
तो तब लोगों ने मुझे क्या बोला कि धनंजय आपने बहुत अच्छा सिखाया, बट हम आम लोग हैं, हमें अगर आपको कोर्स की बेसिस पर तो आप पहले बता देते कि हमारा कोर्स 5,000 का है, वो करो, नहीं तो फ्री वेबिनार करो, उसमें बोलो हमारा कोर्स है। आप ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हो? पहले 100 कर रहे हो, फिर एक कोर्स बेच रहे हो, फिर एक अगला कोर्स बेच रहे हो, फिर अगला कोर्स बेच रहे हो। तो हमको सीखना है, हम क्या कोर्स ही बाय करते रहे क्या? तो मेरे को पॉइंट तब लगा कि पीपल आर रेडी टू पे, बट उनको नहीं पसंद नहीं आता कि आपसे किया सेकंड लेवल, थर्ड लेवल। तो मैंने बोला अच्छा लगा कि एक प्रीमियम पे करते हैं, और जो लेते हैं पैसे आज एलकेजी यूकेजी को 50,000 1 लाख रुपीज पे करते हैं, तो वी आर सॉल्विंग देयर बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम, डेफिनेटली दे कैन पे अस 40,000 50,000। आज नहीं पे करेंगे तो 1-2 साल में तो जरूर पे करेंगे।
100%, 100%। एंड आई थिंक जो बेस्ट चीज़ मेरे को लगी आपकी पूरी स्टोरी से, एंड द बेस्ट लेसन इज most people who get started online with ads and everything, they can't even break even. Most of them go in losses.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
considering कि you took a 400% return, I think that has been the most fabulous lesson of this interview. So, Dhananjay, if anybody is starting out, let's say, if you had to give advice to the old Dhananjay who was, let's say, 1 year ago, right? Or that Dhananjay who was just passed out from engineering college, what advice would you give to your old self and anybody who's watching?
Like I will tell one thing, like first figure out, like find out your mentor, like mentor का हाथ पकड़ो। और मुझे क्या लगता है कि अगर आपको किसी जगह पे जाना है और आपको रास्ता पता नहीं, और आगे वाले को रास्ता पता है, तो उस पर विश्वास करो, उसको पैसे दो, वो आपको पहुंचा देगा। Lot of people made mistake. They watch YouTube videos, they Google it, they go to blog. Everybody is here doing business. जो YouTube पे वीडियो पे कर रहे हैं, उनका कोई कोर्स है, उनका कोई मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम है, कुछ लोग छोड़ के। They will not give you 100% knowledge into YouTube video. तो आपको कुछ सीखना है तो you have to invest somewhere. आप इन्वेस्ट करो, इन्वेस्ट करोगे तो आपको भी वैल्यू रहेगी। और जब मैं 1,000-2,000 में कोर्सेज बेचता था, मेरा कोर्स कंप्लीशन रेट बहुत कम होता था, एंड देन जब मैंने प्राइस बढ़ा दी तो माय कोर्स कंप्लीशन रेट इंक्रीज हुआ। तो वो भी चीज है कि कोर्स कंप्लीशन रेट इज डिपेंड ऑन द प्राइस ऑफ द कोर्स। ये चीज मेरे को समझ में आई। और मुझे लगता है कि जो नए लोग हैं, ज्यादा इधर मदर मत जाओ। जिस कॉलेज में हम एक मेरे कॉलेज का फिर 1.5 लाख रुपए था, 4 साल 1.5 लाख रुपए दिए, और 4 साल के बाद 10,000 की डिग्री मिलती है नहीं मिलती इसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं। जितने बच्चे थे सबको ये प्रोग्राम इतना दे रहा है और आपको इतने हाई टिकट स्किल दे रहा है, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि ज्यादा सोचने की जरूरत है। 2000 दे शुड लाइक टेक एडवाइस फ्रॉम एक्सपर्ट, इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए और आगे बढ़ना चाहिए।
Right.
ये लगता है।
Great advice, Dhananjay, and I'm sure जो भी ये देख रहे हैं video, I'm sure this will help them a lot. So Dhananjay, in case anybody is from Maharashtra and they also want to learn from you or maybe take your courses, so how can they contact you? How can they get in touch with you?
dhananjaykalyankar.com, I have a website, they can go there, and like my team member is there.
Right. So what we can do is I can just take the link from Dhananjay and I'll post it in the description below. And anybody who's interested, feel free to check out Dhananjay's website and get in touch with him in case you have any questions as well. Right. So Dhananjay, thank you so much for taking out the time and doing this interview. Very inspirational. Just to see this whole transformation from my own eyes, from who you were before and who you have become now. So congratulations again, and I'm sure in 1 year or 2 years we'll be doing another interview where you'll tell me about greater results that you have achieved, right?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. So thanks a lot, man.